Okay, hi guys. Welcome to today's video. You know, I was thinking I was gonna have more of a different update, but today has been a day and I am kind of on fumes right now. Where do I even start? Well, I guess I'll start with, so the plan that was gonna be the plan that I was gonna update you guys about, kind of on hold at the moment, and I'll tell you why. So today, well, all night last night, the IV pump was beeping, and basically, I don't know, the needle with my port was in, it was in there, it was good, it was still flushing, still had blood return, it was still infusing, it just was really like finicky. So I was like, okay, let's reaccess. So my amazing dad washed my hair for me today, which felt so good, and then I got deaccessed and took a quick shower. And we didn't have block because we haven't done that the last 2 times because we knew it was going to be about like 10 to 15 minutes at most. So didn't have block. Never make that decision no matter what. Always have block before deaccessing. So we go to reaccess and my dad accessed me and he felt like he was in, but there was no blood return, so he tried again. And then he wasn't in, and so then another nurse came, and she tried. She said she felt like she was in, but there was no blood return, and it wasn't flushing. So then we get from someone from the CVC team, IV team, which they basically access ports, do IVs all day long, every day. So the guy came. He got my port, it feels like it in. He says, I can guarantee you it is in, it feels right. I said that it does feel right, it feels like it's in, but there was no blood return and it was not flushing. So typically you would think, oh, let's just try one more time, but it was kind of like we had multiple people saying that they felt like they were in at one point and there was no blood drawback, which can indicate a blood clot, which is obviously something that it needs to be taken care of, and it's not something that can be ignored. So there's something called TPA, also known as cath flow. Basically, if you think of a saline syringe, think of a syringe like that, and they basically push it in just enough so it's your line, so it's inside the port to dislodge whatever clot could have built or formed. And then at the end of a certain amount of time, between like 30 minutes to about 2 hours, sometimes longer, they will pull out the TPA and hopefully there will be blood return, meaning the clot has most likely broken and all is good to go. So it's been like that for 2 hours, TPA in the port, and a little bit ago the nurse just tried to see if it dislodged the clot, and no. It didn't. So we are still under the assumption there is a blood clot. We've been waiting for over 2 hours. So I guess it wasn't a little bit ago, it was like 3 hours ago. We've been waiting over 2 hours for the pharmacy to bring up some more cath flow to increase the dosage to hopefully make it dislodge, because we don't know what the next step is, because basically I'm only on D10. I'm still not absorbing food. The things I have had today have gone through me still, so I'm not maintaining that. And D10 isn't going to hold me on because unlike a typical person on with a mito body, D10 technically, theoretically, is going to stabilize the blood sugars, but that's it. Like, I need nutrients. I've been off since 2:30. It is now past 9 o'clock. So we were trying to get a backup plan rolling, but basically the doctor was like, well, we can't do anything, basically. And if we couldn't figure out the port issue today, something would be happening because I've been here for practically a month and ain't nothing getting by me or my dad. So no. Something will happen, but just really hoping the TPA comes soon and that it resolves itself. Hi guys, I thought I would update the rest of this vlog because I realized I never did. It's actually a couple weeks later in an entirely different hospital admission for an entirely different reason, but I thought I would update you guys because I didn't. So, I basically, if I'm remembering correctly, had TPA in most of the night, and luckily by that morning the clot dissipated and I was so happy. So excited and so grateful that the clot dissipated and we didn't have to do any further action, whatever that would have been. I still was only able to be on D10. That morning I also had to get reaccessed again because the needle moved out of place. But once I got reaccessed, it flushed like a dream and I had blood draw back, and I was we were all so happy about it. And thankfully my TPN bag for my TPN bag was still good, so I was really grateful for that. So I was able to be hooked up back to that. But even though I was able to be hooked back up to that, I had about, I want to say, I'm estimating 12 hours, I'll correct myself on the screen if I'm wrong, of being off TPN cold turkey with no wean, and that messed with my blood sugars. And then also that next day I had a pretty big crash, and then the day after I was still really dealing with that. So definitely had me feeling it for a couple of days. But from here I thought I would fill in the gaps because the next video is about me getting a colonoscopy and endoscopy, and then the video after that is actually sharing the diagnosis because we found out what has been going on. So yeah, so I thought I would fill in the gaps from where I last left you. So basically we found out that all of the stool tests were inaccurate. Almost all of them were inaccurate just because I wasn't eating full meals when they were sent out, so we had to redo those. I can't remember if I've said that already in a previous vlog. And so yeah, so that was like the biggest thing that was frustrating, is we waited all this time only to be told it was inconclusive, basically. So I ate like a full day's meal, sent those out, and yeah, not fun times. So the moral of the story is always hep lock before you deaccess, no matter what happens. Even if you think you're only going to be deaccessed for 5 minutes, always hep lock. It is not worth it, and it is so not worth the hassle. So never doing that again. I learned my lesson, and hopefully I've shared a new tip with you, is that always hep lock it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm sorry all of these vlogs have been delayed. Life has been crazy the past week and a half, and I think I'll comment in the comments a little bit about it. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video so more people will find out on YouTube. Subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.